Quick repair on a Commodore mouse. I think this is the mouse that came with the Amiga 600. It's not like the mice that I was used to when my 1200, my 500 had the tank style mouse. This mouse, the right mouse button works okay, but the left mouse button just nothing at all. No response. Click it away and it just doesn't do anything. So you can open up the mouse. There's a couple of screws on the underside and then a couple of clips on either side that's holding the mouse together. Another little clip next to where the cable comes in. Don't want to lose your balls. And that's it, that's the mouse in pieces. Fairly straightforward. You've got the mouse ball, the holder with the metal runners inside it. Those metal runners turn to plastic wheels with holes in them. Those holes go through a couple of optical sensors that detect the motion as you move the mouse. So just opened it up and I'm checking the switches now. So is it the fact that the plastic button wasn't making a good connection on the switch? But if I press the micro switch itself, I get absolutely nothing. So I'm going to have a go at replacing it. I'm going to see if I've got a spare part that's going to be suitable. Went to fetch my box of switches. Got all sorts of switches. They look at possibility. No idea what I'd ever use that switch for. It's massive. Nothing else that comes close, so I've got these two micro switches in here. They're the only things that are even close to the size that's in the mouse. And looking and doing a comparison, they seem to be a really good fit. It's got 4 legs that go through the board. They seem to be in the right position, and the height of the actual switch itself seems to match the height that's in the mouse. Need to liberate this circuit board. That was really easy, just lift it up and out it comes. Bit of flux to get ready. Yeah, if this part fits, and it does seem to be an exact match, I just love that. Love it when you've got a box of bits, you dive into your box of bits, and you've got exactly the part that you need. You're not having to order it and wait a few days. You can just get on it and get it fixed without having to wait. So just using the soldering gun there just to get rid of the solder on the switch. Just wiggling the legs a little bit to try and free them up. The switch didn't want to come out straight away. The little legs were bent a little bit, which wasn't helping, and there was still a little bit of solder stuck in there. So it didn't come out straight away. So just using the hot air here and just reheating all 4 legs at the same time. Just going around in a circle, making sure that even heat's applied. So just with the hot air and using some pliers now just to lift the switch out. So that's the switch freed. Put that to one side. Make sure I don't touch it, it's very hot. And just checking the holes that it's left. So there you go, some decent holes there. Should be able to get the new switch straight in there. Just pushing the new switch into the 4 holes. Seems to be a nice fit. Clicky works. Need to hit it up with some flux and then resolder that switch. Coming. Just taking it back now to the Amiga to test it. While I'm here, I'm just taking the opportunity to clean the optical sensors. Just using a bit of IPA and a cotton wool bud. Replacing the ball holder. The top just clips back in place once the make sure the wire is in the right place, and then it just pushes closed. And it's secured by 2 screws on the bottom. And now for the test. There you go. Seems to be working perfectly, and the left button works a treat. Really responsive. It's like a new mouse. It's actually been a long time since I've used an Amiga mouse that's got a left button as good as what this is. It gets a lot of use normally, and you usually have to press it quite hard, but this was a joy to use. So yeah, nice easy fix, and really nice just to have the part there ready to be replaced. Thank you for watching the video.